Hey everyone! In this demo, I'm going to show you how to connect your Shopify store to Framer using Framerfy, and how to turn that connection into a real storefront inside your Framer project. Framerfy brings your Shopify product data directly into Framer, so you can build a much more custom and premium storefront experience without dealing with a complicated setup. So, let's get started. The first step starts in Shopify. This is a new Shopify account we set up for this demo. First, click on Apps. Now in the search bar, search for Headless. You'll see the Headless app appear. Click on it and install the app. Once that's done, click on Create Storefront. After that, open Storefront API and click Manage. Now you'll have access to your public access token as well as your private access token. Now let's go to Framer and set up the initial Framerfy workflow. I've already prepared a Framerfy demo project so I can show you the setup process clearly. Go to the plugin menu and search for Framerfy. Press Enter to open it. Once the plugin opens, click on Sign Up to create a new account using your credentials. Verify your account and then you'll be inside Framerfy. Now, let me show you how to connect your Shopify store with Framerfy. This is FramePeak, a template built using Framerfy, just to show you what a complete Shopify storefront inside Framer can look like. Once you're logged in, you'll see this menu inside Framerfy. From here, click the Settings icon, then click Connect New Store. You'll be redirected to our admin portal. Over here, click Add Store. You'll now see a dialog box asking for three things: your store name, your Shopify domain URL, and your Shopify Storefront API access token. For the store name, you can enter anything you want, like Store 2, Store 3, or any custom name that helps you identify it. Now go back to Shopify, copy your public access token, and paste it into the Storefront API token field. For the domain URL, go back to the Shopify Home section, copy the domain, and paste it here as well. Then click Create Store. And that's it! Your store has now been added. Now our work in the admin portal is done. Let's move back to the Framer project. Once you return to Framer, you'll see your store automatically populated inside Framerfy. Just select the store and that part is done. Now for this session, I'll walk you through the FramePeak project itself. We've already set up everything inside Shopify, so let me quickly show you around. In the Shopify product section, you can see we've added multiple products. And if I open one product, you'll notice we've filled in all the details, added multiple images, created multiple variants, and assigned specific pricing for each variant as well. Now let's move back to the Framer project. Once your Shopify store is connected to Framerfy, go to your CMS, click Add, and there you'll see Framerfy. Click on it. Now enter a collection name. For example, you can call it Shopify Products, My Collection, or anything else you prefer. Then click Create. Once that's done, you'll be greeted with the Framerfy import menu. Select everything you want to bring in. By default, we select the fields that are required for our components to work properly. You can also add Framer editable fields, which are custom fields created inside Framer and not directly linked to Shopify. That's useful when you want to add extra custom data inside Framer itself, for example for advanced filtering or any extra criteria you want to control manually. Once you're done, click Import Selection. And now all of your Shopify products are directly inside the Framer CMS. You'll notice that these synced Shopify fields are not editable, which is expected. If you need editable fields, you can add Framer fields separately, include your custom requirements there, and update them anytime through Manage. You can add new Framer editable fields, select New Options, and then click Import Selection again to update everything. Now let's move ahead. At this point, everything is set up. So now let me show you how to use the Framerfy components and connect everything so it actually works on the storefront. In this section, you can see multiple products being displayed on the home page. To do this, we're using a Framer CMS collection, and inside that collection, we've placed a custom product card component. For example, this image is connected using a variable, so I can pass the CMS value directly into the component. We also have the product name and then a Framerfy component called Dynamic Product Price. In the Framerfy plugin, if you go to the component library and search for price, you'll find Dynamic Product Price there. That's the component inserted here. For this setup, I've also connected values like product ID and variance, and in the price type, I've set it to card. The card type is usually used when you're showing products on the home page or on listing pages. There's also another type called product, which I'll show you later on the product detail page. You can also customize formatting here, like currency symbols, currency codes, font styles, and colors. And if you need even more customization, let us know. We'll keep improving it. Now let's move to the next section. Next comes the catalog page or the index page. The first component we'll talk about here is CMS Wrapper. CMS Wrapper is a reference component. When you insert it, you need to pass 3 different frames, one for desktop, one for tablet, and one for mobile. Each one is connected to its own CMS collection layout for that breakpoint. Inside the CMS Wrapper settings, you'll also find options like custom tablet and mobile breakpoints. You can adjust those however you want. You can also change the number of items shown. For example, I've set it to 15 here, but you can make it 18 or any other number you need. We also provide pagination so users can move from one page to the next, and soon we'll also provide more customization options for those controls. Now that CMS Wrapper is done, let me show you how to set up the individual product detail page. On this product page, let me first show you how the final result looks. You can see a main gallery image connected from the CMS. You also get a vertical gallery showing product images, cursor-based zoom, clickable thumbnails, variant switching, and pricing that updates dynamically based on the selected option. The same applies to material or style selections as well. Now let's break down how to build it. The first thing is the gallery image. That's just a native Framer image component, and I'm passing the CMS value into it, in this case, one of the product images from Framerfy CMS. Next, for the gallery itself, we're using a component called Vertical Media Carousel, which you can access directly from the Framerfy plugin. Open the plugin, search for Vertical Media Carousel, and click plus to insert it. For this component to work properly, it needs to be placed inside a CMS context so it can receive individual CMS data directly. We also provide other media carousel options, like a slider version, where users can navigate images using arrows. And those settings are customizable too: arrow placement, layout behavior, layout, thumbnails, and whether thumbnails are enabled or disabled. If you want more control, let us know, and we'll expand those options further. Now, moving to the variant selectors. For frame sizes, we're using the Universal Variant Picker. Right now, the preview is not showing correctly. We're already working on that, and it'll be fixed soon. To set up Universal Variant Picker, you need to pass the variant data from the CMS. Then, for the variant name, you need to use the exact option name from Shopify. Let me show you where to get that. Go into Shopify, open the variant section for the product, and there you'll find the exact option name, like size or frame style. Copy that exact name and paste it into the input field inside Framerfy. You can also customize fonts, colors, layout direction, and other UI settings here. There are a lot of options, so it's worth testing them and adjusting them based on your storefront design. Now, let me show you another variant selector for frame style. It's the same Universal Variant Picker. We've just changed the option name, and it automatically populates the correct data. Next is Dynamic Product Price again. Earlier on the card, we used the card price type. Here on the product page, we use the product price type. That's because the product type is built for pages where users are selecting variants and the price needs to update live. For example, if I choose one frame size and then a wooden texture, the price automatically changes based on the pricing we set in Shopify. If I switch the price type back to card, that dynamic pricing behavior will stop working on the product page. So for detail pages, always use product. Next is the Add to Cart button. Here, you simply pass the required values from the CMS and style it however you want. Once that's connected, Framerfy handles the logic automatically. When a user selects options and clicks Add to Cart, the correct variant gets added without extra setup from your side.
Now let's move to the cart. This cart layout is fully customizable. What you're seeing here is just one example of how you can present it. Let me show you how to set up the full cart menu. If we go further inside, the next component is Cart Item Counter. This component simply calculates how many products the user currently has in the cart. You don't need to do anything complicated here. Just add the component, customize the font and color, and you're done. Now, for triggering the cart itself, you can see we've set up an interaction on the cart button. To do that, click the plus icon, create a new event, and name it anything you want. We use that as the trigger for opening the cart overlay. Now, back in the header, I've added an overlay. Inside that overlay, there's a component called Cart State Controller. This component automatically switches between two states depending on whether the cart has products or not. So it has an empty state and a filled state. For the empty state, we're using a simple design with the cart item counter, an icon, and the text saying the cart is empty. For the filled state, we've added multiple Framerfy components. First is the cart item counter. Then comes the cart product list, which automatically populates based on whatever the user has added to the cart. You don't need to manually connect the items. You mainly just style it based on how you want the cart to look. And if you need more styling flexibility, let us know. We can improve that further. Next, we have Cart Total Price. This component calculates the total price of everything inside the cart. You mainly get formatting options here. Things like currency symbol, currency code, and how the amount should be displayed. Then we have the checkout button. This is a reference component. Inside it, you just pass your own buy button design from the canvas. So whether you have a buy button with hover effects, custom states, or animation, you can use that and connect it here. The same goes for the clear button. Pass your own clear cart button design and Framerfy handles the logic. After that, you place those cart states outside the main canvas. Then inside the cart state controller, you assign the filled state to the filled state and the empty state to the empty state. And that's it. Your cart setup is done. Next is the Shopify Profile Redirect button. Shopify gives each user a dedicated profile page, and with this component, you can redirect users there directly. You just add the component, pass your icon, and the rest is handled automatically. And if you run into any issues, we're just one email away. Now, if you want to explore this whole project, learn how everything is set up, or even copy some of our elements, you can directly remix this full template from the Framerfy website. Just go to the Template section and click Remix to duplicate the whole project. That's how easy it is to set up Framerfy, connect your Shopify store with Framer, and create a much more custom experience for your clients and customers. So that's the full workflow. Connect your Shopify store, sync your data into Framer CMS, drop in Framerfy components, and build homepage cards, catalog layouts, and product detail pages using real Shopify product data. Framerfy is built to make Shopify to Framer storefront creation faster, cleaner, and much easier to manage, especially for designers, freelancers, and agencies who want more control without extra friction. Thank you, everyone. That's all for today. See you in the next one.